monsieur, il n'y a rien d'intéressant ici.
Welcome to Hong Kong, 47. We've been contacted by an extremely wealthy client. He'd like to eliminate a certain Li Hong, leader of the Red Dragon Triad. He also wants to destroy the Triad itself. Mr. Hong is much too powerful to approach right now. You'll have to trigger a war between the two leading Triads and get Hong when he's weak. First step. Take out the representative he's sending for business negotiations with the Blue Lotus Triad at Chiu Dai Park. Be sure the Blue Lotus negotiator survives to take the blame. There's no information on the identity of Li Hong's representative, but it's a formal meeting, so he should be in the Red Dragon colors. He'll be on the defensive, so be on your guard, 47. Our client specifically requested to have you carry out this assassination, so kindly provide the style he's paying for.
Hey everybody, welcome to Hitman Contracts, and now we are in the Hong Kong missions. This is slaying a dragon, and we are going to finish this mission in like less than about 2 minutes. So let us get in position and snipe the Red Dragon Negotiator. Now, I actually found this method out myself. It may be a already proposed method and known, but I found it myself and pretty proud of it. So I figured this is the best way to do it, and it's really quite literally under their noses. I'm just right above here, and just can poke my sniper rifle out just enough before the Blue Lotus guards can see the end of my gun here. So this teeny little corner snipe, I got perfect position to wait for one meandering Red Dragon Negotiator and his little blue emissary buddy. Now you don't want to kill the blue emissary, remember, so you gotta make this headshot count. But I do just that, so no problem. Boom! And that is it. That is slaying a dragon. Just as easy as Hitman Codename 47. Just no helicopter this time. Although there is one up there somewhere. So, hope you guys enjoyed that one. Next time, we're going to do the incident at the Wang Fu restaurant. So, see you guys later. Okay, so we won't do it that way because I like to, I don't know, get a little bit more time out of a level. But welcome to Hong Kong, and this is pretty much going to be the rest of Contracts, with once again the exception of the very last level. And the reason this is, I guess, is because IO wanted to remake the great levels from Codename 47, the exception of the Columbia levels, for whatever reason, can't imagine why. And I guess give it a new breath of fresh air and give it the recognition it deserves. So there is actually a lot of ways to do this very first mission. If you remember, what you had to do was snipe them from the rooftop. But for instance, there's a lot of sniper positions. The one that you just saw is my favorite one, and I found myself. I don't know if I invented it myself, probably didn't. But this sign right here, you can wait for this Blue Lotus guard to get in position by the sewer, drop him, and be able to freely climb up this ladder that he was guarding. This gives you a good position to snipe the Red Dragon Negotiator right from this sign, and the cover from the sign too. So just wait until he's drinking his tea, and you'll be able to take the shot. And that's totally a feasible way to do it. I just think it's a little messy and takes too much time for my tastes. And this is probably going to be probably one of the quickest missions in this entire Let's Play. I almost guarantee it, because there's no way to lengthen this anymore. I mean, I'm steadily walking, and what's cool is I got my briefcase and I'm free to roam with it. And that's one thing I do like about the Hong Kong missions. Now, this car, this is actually the Red Negotiator's limo. And what you can do with that is go to the apartment with the green lanterns in the entrance and sneak up to the second floor apartment, pick lock the door, and get the conveniently placed bomb remote and bombs. Then you'll be able to sneak by to the Red Negotiator's limo, as long as you're in a Blue Lotus outfit. You can place the car bomb here with no suspicion as long as you're sneaking, and step away. Now you have to get the Red Dragon Negotiator to run away, so firing a few unsuppressed shots from cover may do that, and then you can watch the explosion. But I don't like having to use shots to distract everybody, so we're also not going to do that. What we are going to do is poison the Red Dragon Negotiator and leave silently, not a single shot fired. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm kind of showing that why it really is a remade level, you see. So why not do something that's special in it that's not in Codename 47, and in this case, poison. Rat poison to be particular, but you know. So the one thing that Contracts might be a little bit notorious of is this Hong Kong series of strands of missions. You play all of the Hong Kong missions from 47, and that's great and all, but it's one after another. There's no more cutscenes. That's the second to last intro cutscene you're gonna see. So it's a little bit like, alright, so it's just kind of like they just, it almost feels like DLC if this was, you know, the age of fucking milking franchises to fucking death. But we'll get away from that. So now I gotta find the rat poison, which is on the other side. Gosh dang it. Well, that's alright. That's alright. We didn't waste time. Sorry, buddy. I guess that sewer hole is kind of just for, him to, you can grab him and throw him down the sewer hole, but and people aren't running away from me. They're running away because it's raining, which I guess makes sense. But it's actually quite a really pretty level, and if you remember from the first level of the 47, it actually is quite impressive. I'm guessing that like this skyscraper would be the one that you would snipe from in the original. So we're good to go still. We had to go over here for a reason, so we didn't waste any time. I guess these green lanterns are kind of like a in-game guide to show you that you can enter this door, which I like. You know, I like games doing that rather than like pausing the game or popping up a thing saying, "Hey, go here," or giving you a GPS fucking tracker and putting the GPS cursor on the door with a little meter system showing how the distance you are from that door. I mean, come the fuck on, man. I just can't stand it in games anymore. It's why I play the hardest difficulty in current games today, because it usually sums up to be like a little bit harder than the normal mode of older games. It really does. So that room right there that Blue Lotus is guarding, you can actually snipe him from that area. And to do that, you need to make it to the room that guard is guarding. So dispatch him any way you please, but silently is preferable. Open the door and take out the already positioned sniper. You either take his gun, or you can use your own briefcase and use your silent sniper rifle. Make sure you're leaning back by the table so you're not seen poking out with your sniper rifle, and then take the shot. But once again, it's a cool place to do it. It just feels a little strange, and you have to kind of get rid of 2 guards, and unless you want to do a luring trick, it's pretty much you got to kill a couple people. So instead, we're going to enter this room, up on the top floor. And if you look at the map, you see there's a point of interest up here. That's how you kind of have to know. And look at that. Gardener clothes. Don't mind if I do. Cool. So we'll just drop down this. We won't need that for a little bit. And now we are just as a gardener, which allows us to go into the park itself. Otherwise, the Blue Lotus will stop us. Actually, another thing we want to do, before I forget, is dump our guns. There we go. Because we're going to get strip searched. Oh, not strip searched. Wow. No, not strip searched. The Blue Lotus clan are not like that. But I guess a reason I do like Hitman is not only for the atmosphere and the gameplay in it, that it's kind of like a puzzle wrapped into an action game, wrapped into a stealth game. It's the fact that they're pretty difficult if you just kind of just run at them. Especially Silent Assassin. Holy crap. Literally, don't run in Silent Assassin. You will be eaten. But, and it kind of gives this nice difficulty to it that you never have to really... Will you calm down, buddy? Holy crap. This nice difficulty that rewards you for playing patiently and stealthily, and it gives you these in-game saves where you can save wherever you want, and not these fucking auto-saves in every fucking game. Why do they implement auto-saves and checkpoint systems so they don't have to implement a save system themselves? So they don't have to worry about doing, you know, cached memory of where a save position was, so they can make checkpoints so it's easier so it's less production time? Or is it just trying to make it easier for the people and people suspect auto-saves? You know, if you play a game and go through a room, wipe out the enemies, and go into the next room, because I'm sorry, but a lot of fucking games these days are just go to this room, go to the next room, go to this room, go to the next room, and be wowed by the graphics. You go to that room, clear out the enemies, go to the next room, you die from that enemies. If you start back in that room, you're like, oh, I died, damn, and you start back in that room, wow, really challenging. But if you died and you started back in the room before it, and you had to clear out the first room of enemies, I know some people today would be like, oh, you gotta get all the way back here already? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I understand that games are supposed to be, you know, not all games should be brutalizing hard. I understand that. But when you start making games that are so hand-holding easy that you have to play on the hardest difficulty, which developers should be proud of and be like, this is going to test your limits. And that is the staple difficulty that some people choose because they just want at least a freaking quarter of a challenge for the game that they rent or play, probably for their half-assed forgettable game. You know, there's something wrong with game development nowadays. And, you know, maybe just, I guess maybe I'm old-fashioned, but it's the way I see it, and it just disturbs me. And it's why I am bitter. It's why I've been bitter in previous Let's Plays, and why I'm so angry towards that type of market. It's just annoying. But finally, we have reached the rat poison, and I am not going to walk and stroll the whole other way. I'm actually quite happy that it might have happened, because now this level actually is a decent length. And it's not like I'm trying to waste time. I mean, it could be fine if it was 5 minutes. Ooh, buddy. It's just, you know, I wanted to have a little bit of a discussion. You know, since this level is very easy, it's probably one of the easiest levels in the game, if not the easiest. I wanted to, you know, give this just a little bit what was on my mind at this time. Not that it bothers me forever. Yeah. Go do your little stance that every single guard in this game does. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Now, it is time to do the dark deed. And boy, are these levels dark. And if you think this level is dark, wait till you see the next one. That is the darkest and strangest level in the game. Okay, they're talking and doing their stuff. Time to save, because this can be messed up. Not even fooling around. All right, and poison. That Blue Lotus guard can't turn around, and that gardener on that tree over there can't turn around. So put it in. Good to go. Good to go. Good to go. The tea has been poisoned, and luckily only the red dragon negotiator. That's a pretty, like, glowing neon fish thing. That is gorgeous. I would love to have that hanging somewhere in my, like, apartment. That would be amazing. And speaking of, man, being in an apartment is just, I love being in an apartment. It's just, It's so satisfying. I guess for the fact that it's kind of like you're guaranteed to be like higher up, and that's your entire house. Like I live entirely on the second floor. If I lived on the first floor, I'd be a little bit more, I guess, unhappy with it, or more a little insecure. I like being higher up. I guess it's an instinctive thing of feeling secure and feeling safe and comfortable. And I like looking out my window and seeing outside, and I have to look down to see the street as opposed to looking straight ahead. Objective status updated. The red dragon has been killed. Now, I really don't mind, since our alerts have been ruined anyway by traditions of the trade. I really don't mind if they find the dead body, because that should only count as one dead body and only one alert. Because I want to stroll and just take my time and be suave and sophisticated. So to be that on these Hong Kong missions, I'm going to try to grab my suit, not for everyone, and in my suitcase. I really just feel like I cannot leave my suitcase behind in most of these levels because it just feels so damn suave to be carrying this thing in your suit. It's my favorite iconic position that, or stance, or whatever you call it, 47 can do, is walking with his suit in broad public with his suitcase containing his killing device. I think that's freaking awesome. And I'm glad that I could show you at least 2 or 3, actually 3 snipers positions in this level. And in the next level, we will also use it. So I don't know why it always says objective status updated. I think it means the blue dragon, the blue lotus emissary has left, and that's why it says that it's okay for him to survive now. He's forever surviving. See, he's dead. No one cares. No one even knows that guy's dead. For whatever reason, the blue lotus emissary kind of just runs away and leaves. Maybe he's scared crapless or scared shitless. What is this, blood money trying to censor my shit? You gotta be joking. But it's cool. He's laying dead there. You saw him in there really quick. He's laying dead, and that blue lotus guard doesn't turn his back. It's amazing. Well, let's hightail it out of here. I don't know how long it is. You don't want to wait too long at a scene. That's one thing a killer shouldn't do. Although that makes me really sound like a sociopath. I mean, that's one thing Hitman shouldn't do. But I don't know where we go. I guess we kind of just run on the highway here. It looks kind of dangerous, but that is where we head off to, and it just warps to the next mission. So that is Slaying the Dragon, the remake of Gang Wars, Kualu Tribe, whatever. All zeros. Pretty nice. Even only 1 save. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Overall, not bad. Only 1 alert, so I still have Silent Assassin. Crazy. Alright guys, that was it. Now it's time for the next Hong Kong level. We're just going to shoot right into it, so see you guys next time.